Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jack2505. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing and discussing the new Siege mode in Space Marine 2, which is the Horde mode, which is coming to everybody on the 26th of June. Now, the Siege mode has been available in the public test server for PC Steam players only since the 4th of June, so you can play 3-player co-op with other players, or with you and 2 bots, or solo with no bots. I've tried all 3 of them. All the videos are on my channel for you guys to watch. I've been playing Siege mode for a week now, and I have to say, I'm impressed with the mode so far, and it's better than what I expected. I did have a few hesitations beforehand, however, this mode has improved, has impressed me, sorry. I do have a few gripes with it, which we will discuss later, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Siege mode takes place in its own map called Fortress on Kodaku. Siege mode has its own huge map with at least 3 different levels that has 5 different sectors. I will explain more later. So you have to defend these sectors from both Tyranid and Chaos enemies. You earn points by completing waves. There are bonus objectives that you can do, that you can complete during the wave to get extra points, which I fully recommend and is vital. And these points are distributed equally to each member of the team. There are requisition terminals scattered all around the map, so this is where you're going to spend your points, and you can use this terminal anytime during the wave, which is good. So you're not just restricted to in between waves. You've got about a minute or so. You can use the terminals anytime that you want. In the terminals, you can buy consumables such as grenades, stims, ammo, guardian relic, and you have access to Astartes reinforcements. So you can summon an extra bot from each class in the game. That will come with special bonuses such as extra melee damage, more range damage, take less range damage, faster ultimate speed charge, etc. So they are useful in particular on boss waves. Astra Militarum soldiers, they're also available to summon as just basically random soldier bots running around as distractions. And the Almighty Dreadnought is available at a hefty 1,500 credits. The Dreadnought destroys everything on the field and cannot be killed. Best to summon during those triple boss waves. Once you complete 5 waves, you'll then return to the lift and then decide to either continue to the next wave or to go back to the barrage. In total, there are 5 sectors consisting of 5 waves. So basically 25 waves in total. Once you clear sector 5, which is 25 waves, you will then go into endless waves. Once you're in endless waves, you're given less time to prepare, and the time to complete a wave goes down to 5 minutes. Then after that, 4 minutes, 30, and then 4 minutes. So after wave 25, the time decreases by around 30 seconds. So if you don't complete the wave in the allocated time, it will end in defeat, game over, then you go back to the barrage. So there are 2 difficulties, normal and hard. In normal, the best that I've done is 27 waves, and that's basically with all the sectors completed plus 2 to 3 endless waves. And in hard mode, the best that I've done is 19 waves. Siege mode is a lot of fun and is definitely a challenge, and it is definitely harder than absolute operations, in my opinion. The best classes to select seems to be tactical, heavy, bulwark, and definitely the Vanguard. Having a Vanguard in Siege mode, I think, is an absolute must. With so many extremist enemies on the field, you can use your team perk to basically, once you execute your enemy, you get about 30% of your health back, as you guys know. The good thing about Siege mode, fun to play. Siege mode has its own map, which is huge. It's not shared with operations or PvP, which I've always, advocated for a long time. I always like my Horde modes from now on to have its own map, its own identity. The mode is a spectacle and a challenge. It gives players a lot of freedom on how to engage their fights and their strategies. You're not stuck to one area and building like in other Horde type modes. I think this mode has a lot of lastability and will appeal to a lot of players in my live streams, in particular, a lot of the console players who don't have access to this, they are the feedback that I've been getting is they like the look of it and it looks fun. And they can't wait to get into it. And also, siege mode will be a very good alternative to operations. In some ways, I think there's going to be a lot of players that's going to actually prefer siege over operations, and I think that siege mode will bring a lot of players back. Some issues I have with the mode is I don't like the way players have the options to leave after clearing a sector. So as I mentioned before, once you clear a sector, that's your 5 ways you go back to the lift. You got the option to either leave or carry on. So I think if you leave, I don't think you should get any rewards. That's just my opinion, because I've been in games where someone's done 10 ways, okay, I'm done, and then you're kind of screwing the people that stick around and want to keep going. So I think if you leave, you basically forfeit your rewards. That's definitely my opinion. And also, I think the dreadnought costs too much. Now, some of you might think 1,500 credits might not be it's not that expensive to start with. But if, for example, you bought a dreadnought in waves 5 or 10 or 15, it can be very difficult to then buy the dreadnought again, because you're simply not earning enough money within that time. And especially on hard mode, the waves can be really tough. So maybe make the dreadnought cheaper every time you buy it. So starts off 1,500, maybe goes down to 1,250, 1,800, so on and so forth. Also, the timer in the endless waves is annoying. So as I mentioned before, it in most waves you got 10 minutes to do, which is plenty of time. But in the endless waves, it gets shortened down to 5 minutes, then it goes down by 30 seconds each wave that you progress. However, I suggest this change. If you want to keep the timer in there, fine. But if you don't clear the wave in the allocated time, instead of just ending the game, the enemies respawn, the timer restarts, and you're basically restarting the wave in real time. So, for example, if you're fighting 3 Carnifexes, you're down to 2. You just didn't kill the third one in time, then the other 2 come back, goes back to 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So you're fighting an endless, I don't know, wave 30, and until you clear it in that allocated time, instead of just ending the game. At least, as us, as Space Marines, as brothers, at least let us go down in our shields instead of just ending the game. But guys, please check out my other videos on Siege Mode. I've uploaded at least 3 or 4 within the last week, just raw gameplay, just to show you guys exactly how the mode works. This is a video about basically about talking about the mode, about my experience. I've had mostly a very good experience. I'm looking forward to the 26th of June when it comes out for everybody, fully fleshed out, and we'll see exactly what the mode has to offer in the real game, as well as rewards as well. You do get red, blue, and gold skins for swords and pistols and guns, but we really want to see how that works out in the real game. But let me know your thoughts on the mode. Have you played it? Yeah, are you on PC, or if you're on console, have you watched much of it? Please go and watch my my previous videos and let me know your thoughts on the mode and your experience in the comment section below. Now, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505, and I'll see you in the next video.